Hey friends, welcome back into this new video tutorial with OSP Pro. In this video today I'm going to be working with you, showing you how to come up with your first boot ever. Now if at all you have never happened to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I kindly request you guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get a chance to be in a position to get every video I happen to upload. You get be among the first people to get them and actually benefit out of it, because this is a free course. I'm giving it back to you people, and actually I will encourage you guys, those who want to support me financially or whatever you guys will find it more important, then you can actually describe, let me know down there below and ask me actually more of maybe blah blah whatever you may need. Now on the other way around, to cut the story short, hope you guys are staying safe as you're in this quarantine. Now I've already happened to show you previously on how to download up ChatBot, and I've already made for you some few stuffs. I went further to do for you some programs that I'm going to be working with in this video. Now in this video we have already downloaded up all the modules we need, and we are going to be in a position to come up with only simple ChatBot. Now I really want to know you guys, I don't know whether you find now okay with Python, because oh god, I don't know if you're okay with Python. For instance, just learning to code in Python, but I hope you're okay. If you're not, please don't worry. I already made for you guys videos on Python programming for complete beginners, which is going to be on the video description below. So you're just going to click below and go and learn Python for complete beginners. I already made actually a video for it, and it's a complete nice video which can actually move with you from Python functions, maybe beginners to functions, and looping through all those stuffs. Now let me cut the story short, guys. Let me just take it straight. I don't want to be very talkative on for you guys. Now I just have some simple project which I did here, and I want to illustrate to you. This is from Python 3, and I want to show you something that I did. Before I explain to you more, I just want to show this example. I did some time back, and I want to just explain to you a little bit, because I remember doing some time back. Even it's under my backups. So okay, fine. Now this is it. I'm just running my code so that it can generate from what I need. So the code is going to be running up, it's building up the module, because so it's telling me that actually I already ordered up the flight. Now this is it. This program looks to be really confusing for you guys for the first time. Why? Because it's kind of hard to predict which one is what and what's which. Like for instance, if I say what's your name, now here this is it. So a Python has come up with something called, we happen to call the module called Python, and inside module from ChatBot, we have to import something called ChatBot. Now this ChatBot is not the ChatBot we downloaded. The ChatBot we downloaded, the other one we downloaded, this one here. This is a different ChatBot, which I'll show you where to use it somewhere time to come. And the one we have just downloaded called ChatBot, which games also with another ChatBot, which is actually one of the Python modules. Now before we waste a lot of time, let me just take it straight to this people's website into the documentation to understand what I'm trying to mean. Now this is it, creating up your first chat. This is what I mean here. So we need to create up maybe a file called .py. That's definitely which we are going to do with you. Then open it on your editor, any of your choice. Now before doing anything, ChatBot needs to be imported. Now we have something called the ChatBot, which is itself what we have just said right now. We need to import it. Now let me not waste a lot of time. Why don't I just do this thing with you straightforward, so that we get to know what to do and how to do it. So I'll just go back at my CMD, and I'm going to just dive to my desktop, and if possible I create up a simple file there. So inside my desktop I'm going to just create up a simple make directory inside of there. I'm just going to create up a simple cd to Python, and inside there I want us to create a simple file. So we are going to just create a simple file there. So just say startup for me, maybe Sublime. I think I don't have it. Sublime editor. Okay, let me not waste a lot of time, but I already have my file there. So the next thing I'm going to just do here at the moment is to This is the file. So this is where our project file is going to be. So I'm going to just open up a Sublime text editor. So ask to do that. Now, you may not use Sublime text editor. You can use another stuff. I may actually leave Sublime text editor alone because I have some other things, the projects there. So let me just use this very one. So to use this very one, I go to, I hope you know this one. This is called Python 3. This is Python shell IDE. So you can get it from here. Just type Python. Mine is going to take long because my PC is having a lot of projects working on the background. So you can just go in here after downloading, getting that, get into this, and this is it. So underneath here, we're going to create a file which is going to be inside here. So what I'm going to do there, I'm going to just save this file with the name .py. So I'm going to save as, and it should be in the desktop. So I'm going to go to desktop. Inside my desktop, I have some folder called Python. Double click there, and inside there, I'm just going to create up an example. I'm going to call it maybe chat. It's going to be just chat.py. Now remember, this way the file save as type is for Python. So I don't need to give save as type. I just need to leave it like that because it's going to be saving it as .py. And that's definitely already have a Python file here which is empty. There's nothing inside that file for now. There's nothing there. Now on the other way around, this is now what we need to do. We need to go to say from chatbot like that, import a module called chat. That should be capital C, please. Capital C, chat boot. This capital C, this capital B. Is it okay? So that's what we have to do to come up with that. And that's the very module those guys called us to do in here. So this is it. So we need to import chatbot, which I've just done. So this is how you do it. This capital C, this capital B. So inside that module, create a new instance. What's a new instance is like, if I'm creating up a chatbot, how is this chatbot going to interact with my computer? Remember, this is a very big module, and we need to break our day down how that module is going to be in a way to talk to our computer. So we need to come down and create up an instance. Now for me, I happen to create up my instance here, and this time around it's called one on us chatbot.osp. So I'm just going to create an instance. Let me just do this very fast, and I'm going to explain to you, and I'm going to explain to you why I left the training now before any other stuff before. So I'm not going to confuse you with this. I'm just going to create mine is going to be chat, not chatbot. So it's going to be chat, so that I don't confuse you. In fact, you can even call it as a boot, because I'm just going to call it boot. Yeah, so yeah, boot, just like boot. Or limop is not a abusive word. We just use boot, chat. So chatbot equals to this chatbot here. This chatbot here is the one which is this, and my chatbot name is called OSP. For instance, now I'm explaining based on my code because I want you to understand very well. Sorry for me to use the real codes I have, but I want just to explain to you to understand this, because I know you're a complete beginner and I don't want to take a lot of time doing it to my own, and then I make you not understand. Now I have a reason why I left the trainer for now, because I want to explain to you something. Now this is it. I said from chatbot, import chatbot. Now this is it. This is the real big package itself. We're importing just this is sub. It's a sub of this. It's just something later out of chatbot, and this one is going to be giving us a chance to communicate with our client or doing all those stuffs or conversation that we need to be building up the engine. Now we need also to do on the other way around, to find a way how this chatbot we have created to interact with our PC. So we need to create something called the training. So there's some module called the trainee, which is trainers, which is inside the chatbot. So that's where now the trainer comes in. So you go back again still inside your chatbot, like that, and we import a module called the trainers. Okay, now these trainers are the one which gives us the chance to talk to the modules. Now this method which I've used, this kind of way, it was for Python 2.7, but in Python 3 they tend to change. Now that's why I want to use this one here as I'm explaining to you, so that I don't get confused. Now this for you guys are using Python 2.7 to work, but for you guys are using Python 3 to not work, because they modified the code. So this time now I need to import chatbot.trainer. You get my point? So I think even when you do that, you should just find trainer there. So it should be .trainer. So what are you importing? We're going to import, how is it going to be listen? So we're going to import something called listener. So this listener is list trainer. In the Python 2.7 is listener, not listener, not trainer, not listener, something like that. So list trainer. So the other one is the listener. If the Python 2.7, in the Python 3 is list trainer. So to list for you the list of trainers. So as the modules that you're going to be using up on our Python packages. Now this is enough for us to understand and pick the modules. Now there's something again that I need to let you guys know as you break this thing down. Having got this, we need now to pick our trainer that we imported here. Just going to copy that, I paste it down here. So that package that you've got is the one we are going to pick to this list trainer. You get? Because this trainer that we have picked, this module here is not going to be showing equal to this trainers we have listed, and this time around that trainer is going to be chat, because chat this time around is going to be the new trainer. Sorry, is going to be the new trainer we happen to get. But we have something in mind that we're going to talk about. Let me just try to do this a little bit. We have a trainer dot one on us, trainer dot train, because we need our trainer to train for us something. But I need to break for this before I go anywhere. We need to know something. Inside here is where we are going to break our codes that are going to be in a position to express what we want to do. Like for instance, I'm going to say maybe hey. If I say there hey, I'm going to just end with the same colon here, and I'm going to just do something like maybe also reply hey, maybe hello. That's like a greeting kind of stuff, you get? And then just try to break this and based on my own understanding. Hey, maybe like for instance, maybe how are you doing? Maybe blah blah. If that's a question or kind of stuff, like maybe asking somebody, how are you doing? Now we expect the program to respond to us. Maybe I'm doing good. Maybe good. I'm doing good. If that's the case this time around, I'm doing good. Maybe how about you? If that's the case this time around, that's it. Now we have another thing to talk about here. Let me just try to wind up it very fast if it is okay with you all, because I don't want to take long. How are you doing? Then on the other way around, maybe I happen to add something like maybe or me say thank you, thank you, and then the other one should respond maybe you are welcome. If that's the case, now this is it. This train of ours, they need to respond somewhere. Now we have not run our program here, and if now we run it's going to get an error. But again, on the other way around, there's something I want you to know. You're going to ask me a question: how do these things respond, and how do they save? With the one on us ChatBot, by the time you install this module, it happened to come up with a database itself inbuilt, and it picks up on a database with a type of database called SQLite, which is actually very, very convenient to come up with this application because we don't need to set an environment. Now on the other way around, also this ChatBot, whenever you are coming up with a Python module or breaking out or coming up with this, it does not limit you from any other type of database you want to use. This is because it gives us a chance to deal up with something called a relational database. So we can deal up with any relational database to come up with a complete model. So let me just try to copy up this little thing very fast, and then I just wind it up to pick up that very fast, and then I finish up our kind of stuff. So that's it for now, and I hope that's it. So we have this our ChatBot, which is the trainers that equals to this, and that's what we have for now. So we have the trainers. That I hope that's the case for now, and I don't want to mess up anywhere because I don't have time for a lot of time for this video for now, or on this complete beginner's point of it. So I have trainers. Trainer equals to this listener, and this is the trainer. So we import trainers. This is just our package name that we are giving. Like we said, this one equals to this, and this one here which we have called is one which is going to be responding to what we are going to be giving. So this response is going to be called from what we are going to be saying, and it's going to be picking inside our module here. Now this is it. So I'm going to just copy this a little bit. I'm going to remove this a little bit, and I try to give what we want. Like for instance, if I say hey, it's going to be look onto this and look onto what next, which is how are you. So if I happen to come back down here in our program and try to run this, hope there's no error. Let me just show you here what's going to happen. So if I just come back down here in our program and try to run this module, so I've not yet saved, so I can click there to save, auto save it. So it's going to be loading for us the module down, and if there's any error, it's going to show us the error where the error is. And I think you can see by that very time we already have our SQLite database is already being downloaded and is already being added, and it's telling us name ChatBot is not defined. Pop up, oh, respond.get. Oh, sorry for that. So I remember telling guys to when the time of creating up this, we created up something called a not ChatBot. So this is it. So I need to remove this. That's it. I really need to save that. So we need to create that, pop this and pick to this, and that's it. So if you try to run this again, we should find our ChatBot within 15 minutes. We already have our ChatBot there, and it will tell us hello. So I expect you to give us hello at the end of the day. And I think you can see it's now building up the ChatBot. It's building up the module. And now I think you can see saying hello. That's so good for us. So warm, so nice. Then on the other way around, if I say maybe if I ask maybe how are you, something like that. If I just ask how are you, now remember I didn't complete the term like how are you doing. I just said how are you, and I'm saving. So I expect you to respond, to try to interpret my module and try to get something like that. Now next video I'll be showing how to train your ChatBot and then how to build those stuffs. So it's building and it's going to correspond with those stuffs and going to simply tell us I'm doing good. So see, I think you can see good. I'm doing good. How about you? So in a simple term, I would also say I'm fine. Like for instance, if I say maybe thank you for chatting, how would it respond if I say thank you for chatting? Okay, maybe thank you for chatting with me. If that's the case, now remember we don't have it there, but I'm forcing my ChatBot to train to understand me. But maybe going to tell us something little bit like you're welcome. I hope so. We just try to see what's going to happen there. Yeah, you can see it's telling me here. Now most cases it's not 100% most cases for a program to interpret for you based on what you need, but there's something called module training or training up your ChatBot. Like for instance, if I say here now thank you or thanks, it may give us now maybe based on what we said last time, maybe you're welcome because I said thanks. Or for instance, based on what the program might have seen, that's when then to respond to give it us what we want. Again, it's telling us maybe I'm doing good, how are you? Now okay, fine, that's it. That's because that's what we have in this package here on our database SQLite, which we already have. Now in most cases not 100%, especially by the time you're training up a module to give you the output based on what you need. Now you guys, on the next video I'm going to be showing you working with you. Now this is just a simple code I did up to show you on previous my backup file which I did some few months back. That's why I just did even to copy it down to you for you guys. It was just some brief kind of information, and now that's the simple thing I have. Now I'll be showing guys on the next video how to customize up these codes, how to create up a real ChatBot that's real working, and later on maybe on our 5th or 6th video I'll be showing you guys also how to integrate your ChatBot into your website, integrate your ChatBot into a real working application, how to come up with a real mobile app for ChatBot. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you find it interesting, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you find this code interesting, please make sure you download up all those things that you needed. Make sure, don't forget to share my YouTube channel, share my channel to your friend. Thank you guys for watching. Love you. Thank you.